If it doesn't, we try to do it as coaches, to have them more sense of urgency and get preparation. Not only Saturday afternoon when the game starts, it's going to be there, but you want them to have that kind of extra urgency during the week, because all coaches will tell you they all count as one and they're all the same, but this one is different. It's a rivalry. It's a different one.
Have you gotten what you've wanted out of them then?
Yeah, last 2 days. I tell you, some of the guys on the scout team have done a great job. We put some guys on, like Jamadre Cobb, who's a fullback / tight end guy. We wanted him to play defensive line on the scout team and give us a great look and jump the ball, and he did a fabulous job this week. So really, really proud of him.
What are you looking to get out of your team defensively that maybe you haven't gotten the last few weeks?
We haven't. Even when we were struggling getting stops, we're stopping them at times earlier in the season, other games. We got turnovers, and we haven't been able to get many turnovers the last couple of weeks. That's going to be critical for us. And some it's luck and turnovers, but some of it's also just making plays and recognizing things quicker.
Marcel, go ahead. No, go ahead.
How often do you hear about this game? Once a day, once a week?
Probably at least once a week, and more so during the season. It's an important game for our fans, and you understand that. Every rivalry is going to be the most important game to our fans, and you hear about it actually more probably in the off season, and then certainly during game week. But I think our guys understand the importance.
Not that you want to give anything away, but could we see some huddling again this week? Like last year?
We every week we've practiced more huddling than we ever have. But yeah, we're doing more of that this week.
Since there's a lot of emotion in the rivalry, how do you get your guys to still stay focused sometimes on
the biggest thing, and then again last week was a lesson for some of our young guys in particular about keeping your poise and things. If things get chippy, you can't play outside the rules and do things that aren't football related. So that's, I think our guys learned their lesson last week.
Do you feel like you can replicate the passion and energy that the team showed in last year's Territorial Cup on Saturday?
I would hope so. I don't, whenever we've played them, I don't think that part has ever been an issue. The passion and the energy and the intensity, it's been more the execution part that sometimes has been missing in a couple of the games. And hopefully we get our best version of that Saturday.
What are you hoping to get out of Khalil on Saturday?
Well, just, he can, obviously with his ability, he can make plays for us, but you want him to do it within the framework of the offense. Don't panic. Just take what they give us. Sometimes the big play is not always going to be there. Take the smaller play and get first downs.
He said he had some missed reads against Oregon, and I asked him what that meant, and he said he couldn't say because then he'd be giving away the tricks to the entire offense.
Yeah.
But sort of in general, what does that mean when he said missed reads?
Our quarterback has to make a decision on most of our plays, not all of them offensively, but what's different in a lot of offenses on a run play, for instance, the quarterback just hands it off and watches or carries out a bootleg or something. Ours, most of our, not all of our run plays, but all of our run plays, he's got to make a decision. And, that puts a lot on a guy. I don't expect a guy to be 100%, but there's some games where they're closer to that than others.
What is the ASU strength that your players are being aware of?
Well, really everything that they do. I mean, offensively, they got great skill players. They've been playing really well up front. Defensively, they're big. They're big, really big in their front seven. Been playing a really good defense. They've been tackling. That's one thing that stood out to me is how well they've tackled in the last few weeks. So, we're watching them, obviously, but the first thing we're concerned with was us, how we're playing, and how we got to fix some of the issues we've had the last couple of weeks.
They've run the ball way better the last 3 weeks than they did the first 8. Have you noticed anything different other than just a commitment to it?
Yeah, the commitment to it. They've gotten leads. I think that helps. Anytime you get a lead and your defense is playing well, you're going to run the ball and shorten the game a little bit.
So Marcel was saying that the first priority on defense has to be stopping the run. And then if you don't stop the run, it kind of opens up everything else. Is that
Yeah,
accurate?
we've struggled. We've struggled. We're not a very big team, and so we have to be very active. We have to get a lot of guys to the ball, and then certainly we got to tackle better.
Are you guys any closer to figuring out what you guys are going to do up front defensively?
Closer, yeah. And I don't know if we have all the final answers. We got another practice tomorrow, and then a walkthrough Friday. But the guys that we have that maybe have been in the backup role got to step up a little bit, and some of the things we're experimenting with other people. We'll see what happens the next couple of days.
Do you have a fondest memory or two from the rivalry?
Oh, when you win, you try to. The ones you lose, you just try to put out of your mind as quick as possible, even though that's hard. But when you win, like last year with a bad season, it was nice for our seniors. They had a tough year, and they had one moment, where they could have enjoyed it, and that was the end of that game.
So, if the defense overall has kind of fallen off, it seems like Colin Schooler's gone the other way. He seems like he's getting better each week. How is that possible?
He's a very active guy, and he's a guy that he'll keep getting better. And all those freshmen, they'll have freshman moments, but I like the way they're progressing. A bowl practice, spring practice, another off season. Those guys will be even better. And we got to get bigger defensively. We know that, and our coaches have done a good job in recruiting.
Do you go into a game like this expecting trick plays?
Yes.
And how do you prepare for that?
I think you just prepare for our guys to have great eye discipline, to understand the structure of the defense. You want them to still play fast. You don't want them to play tentative, waiting for trick plays, but you got to be disciplined, and you got to be disciplined in a certain look that looks a little bit off, or something they may throw that we haven't seen. You got to have to react quickly, and certainly just be sound with your fundamentals.
I know you're not going to tell us, but you're doing the same thing?
What's
for
that?
Your trick plays?
Oh, no, we're going to run the same play the whole time. We're going to just hand the ball off, and then once in a while he'll keep it on his own read. That's all we're doing.
What are the team's plans for Thanksgiving?
Well, we're going to let them sleep in a little bit tomorrow. We'll have meetings, and things start at 11. We're going to practice right after that, and about 1:30 have a team Thanksgiving meal upstairs, which would be nice, and then give them some time Thursday night with themselves or if their family's here. And then Friday, get ready to run up to Tempe.
Do you anticipate being active with grad transfers and transfers once the spring rolls around?
I think we're going to look at one or two, particularly at positions of need. We think we have a position need. We're going to save a spot or two for a grad transfer.
Does that impact the class you're able to put together?
Sure, it does. You got to want to make sure you leave a spot open. And at this time of year, especially with every sign date, we wish we had more spots. But recruiting's gone really well. We feel great with where we're at.
Does the early sign period alleviate some of those issues about late flips because you're going to have that extra
I think it does. I think we should have no signing period, and that'll alleviate all of it. But I think it'll obviously, if a guy is committed to a school and he's been committed for a while and he doesn't sign in December, then he's truly not committed.